Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Flow. Today, I want to tell you about something unusual I did last week. I spent an entire day without my phone. No calls, no messages, no social media. Just real life. The morning started strangely. Normally, the first thing I do when I open my eyes is reach for my phone. I check the time, scroll through my notifications, and read a few messages. But that day, I looked at the empty space on my bedside table, and there it was. Nothing. For a few seconds, I felt nervous. What if I miss something important? I thought. But then I decided to enjoy the challenge. Instead of looking at a screen, I went straight to the kitchen and made breakfast. I prepared toast, eggs, and tea. My children were surprised to see me already smiling and busy. Usually, they complain that I'm half asleep and staring at my phone while I make breakfast. But that morning, I was present. We ate together, and I even told them a funny story from when I was their age. They laughed more than usual, and the atmosphere felt lighter. Later, while drinking my coffee, I usually check Instagram or the news. But without my phone, I just sat by the window. I noticed the light shining through the curtains and the sound of the birds outside. It felt almost like a holiday morning. I realized I hadn't listened to the natural sounds around me in a long time. Around midday, I faced my first real problem. Normally, I use my phone to find recipes. Without it, I had no idea what to cook. So I opened the fridge and just used whatever I found. Some pasta, a few vegetables, and cheese. The result? A new dish that my kids named Mystery Pasta. Honestly, it wasn't amazing, but it was funny, and we all laughed about it. My husband said, "Well, at least it's better than nothing." Later, we decided to go for a walk in the park. Normally, I would take pictures, send them to friends, and maybe post one on Instagram. But without my phone, I simply walked, talked, and looked around. I noticed the colors of the trees, the smell of fresh grass, and the sound of children playing. It felt more real than when I usually try to capture everything on my screen. By evening, I expected to feel bored, but I didn't. After dinner, my husband and I sat together. Normally, one of us is on the phone while the TV plays in the background. But that evening, we just talked. We remembered old times, told jokes, and even listened to some old CDs we had almost forgotten. It felt like a date night at home. Finally, when I went to bed, I felt proud. I had survived one day without my phone. It wasn't always easy, but it showed me something important. Phones connect us to the world, but they also take us away from the people and the moments right in front of us. So, what did I learn? Life without a phone can be calm, creative, and full of little surprises. I'm not saying I will give up my phone forever. Let's be honest, I love it too much. But maybe I will try to spend less time scrolling and more time living. That was my story. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you can try a day without your phone too. And then tell me how it went. See you soon, here on English Flow. Vocabulary from my day. Without a phone, spend an entire day without something. I spent an entire day without my phone. meaning to live a full day without using something. Real life. No calls, no social media, just real life, meaning the world outside of phones, TV, or the internet. Reach for something. The first thing I do is reach for my phone, meaning to move your hand in order to take or touch something. Enjoy the challenge. I decided to enjoy the challenge, meaning to like or feel positive about doing something difficult. The atmosphere felt lighter. They laughed, and the atmosphere felt lighter, meaning the situation became more relaxed and happy. Face a problem. Around midday, I faced my first real problem, meaning to deal with or experience a problem. Loud, chaotic, and wonderful. The game was loud, chaotic, and wonderful, meaning very noisy, disorganized, but enjoyable. Felt like a holiday morning. It felt almost like a holiday morning, meaning gave the same happy and relaxed feeling as a morning on holiday. Take us away from something. Phones connect us, but they also take us away from real moments, meaning to remove or distract us from something important. Date night at home. It felt like a date night at home, meaning a romantic evening spent together at home instead of going out.